Community Bank of Pickens County presents ETC High School Highlights, hosted by Donna Enos.
Good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the ETC High School Highlight Show, sponsored by Pickens County Bank, or Community Bank of Pickens County. So I want to say thank you to all of our sponsors. And as always, I want to thank the guys here at ETC because they worked so hard getting this together, and I appreciate all that they do. We've had a really busy week last week. We did something every single night last week, so we're going to have highlights from that later on. But I want to say congratulations to the Copper Basin girls. They're playing in the semifinals of the state tournament tonight. Pickens girls play in the Elite Eight tomorrow. Fannin boys play in the Elite Eight tomorrow. So we're going to talk about that a little bit later and give you some more details. But we're excited about having the live interviews tonight. As always, we kind of rotate our schools so that everybody gets to go first. And tonight we have Pickens, and Pickens is brought to you by Patsy Carver Group at REMAX in Jasper. So I've got Katie Thompson, the DECA advisor, and she's going to introduce who she brought with her tonight, and really looking forward to this.
So I brought my DECA president, Ashlyn Zipsey, and my VP of social media, Ellijay Breen.
All right, welcome. Appreciate you coming. So I want to start with you. Give us a little idea of what DECA is all about.
So that's a really long answer, so I'll shorten it a little bit. So I'm the marketing teacher, and it's our CTSO, which is, I think, what most people call a club, but it's attached to our marketing program. So DECA is meant to kind of enhance and enrich the marketing curriculum. What we do with our chapter, these two and our officer team have plans. So we do community service campaigns. We kind of get to pick and choose what we do, but then there's also the competition piece. We do just like a regular sports team. So we have district, region, state, and then international competition.
All right. Well, we're going to get into that too. So, all right. So I want you to take turns here and just tell me kind of what you do in DECA, because I know everybody can do something different. So tell me as president what you do.
So as president, typically I plan a lot of our club activities, like if we're going to do fundraisers, or we meet every other Wednesday or so, and I'll plan our club activities. Like last week we did, we made friendship bracelets because we took them with us on one of our trips, and it was a lot of fun. You know, it brings everybody together, and it's a lot of fun. So.
All right, good. So what do you do as far as your responsibilities?
I'm the VP of marketing, so my biggest responsibility is running the social media page. I only do the Instagram page, however we do have a Facebook and TikTok page, but I mostly just run that and have photos taken, make sure that everything looks good for the public eye mostly, I guess.
All right, good. So y'all are talking about, you know, what all your responsibilities are and everything. So tell me what kind of time commitment that you put into this.
So honestly, for me personally, I do a lot of competitions and stuff in DECA. And for my most recent competition that I did, it took me a few months to really complete my project and get it the way I wanted. And, you know, in the weeks leading up to it, I was spending probably, you know, about an hour or so every day trying to tweak it, make sure everything looked right. But apart from the competitions, I spend a lot of time working on a lot of our club activities, and I'll plan out, you know, I'll take sections of my week and try and plan out club activities just to make sure that, you know, our time isn't wasted when we're actually all together at school. So I'd say probably a few hours every week.
Give me a specific example of a club activity.
So like last week, we made friendship bracelets with everybody. Yeah. After that, I would say like, we planned a couple fundraisers as a club. We all did something called Double Good. It's a popcorn fundraiser, and all of us, we sort of sold popcorn. It was actually, it sounds a little funny, but it was a lot of fun. So we marketed it to people in our community, and so. Yeah.
All right, good. So tell me about your time commitments.
Not nearly as much as hers, but probably a good 2 or 3 hours each week. Like Ms. Thompson usually asks me to make a flyer, poster every once in a while for various different things, and then also like after club stuff or after like the state that they just went to, I needed to make an Instagram post to let the people know like how we did, like what we do there. But probably 2 to 3 hours just making posters.
This is all on top of your regular homework and classes that you deal with. So, so both of you got into UGA?
Yes, ma'am.
Big congratulations on that, because that's
Thank
not
you.
easy. So you're talking about doing flyers. So I don't want to forget this. I want you to talk to us a little bit about the flyer that you did for the upcoming FFA equipment sale. You want to talk a little bit about that? and what you
Yeah,
did?
I can. March 14th, our local Pickens FFA chapter is going to have our annual auction. For anybody can donate stuff. It's a 10% buyer premium, so we get, I think, 10% of like whatever y'all sell. It's gonna, check-in starts at 8 a.m. that Saturday. And the auction starts at 10, but it's at the Barnes Family Ag Facility at our high school, Pickens County High School. And anything can be dropped off really from February 2nd to March 6th, and you will be paid for your stuff within the first 2 weeks. And if you want someone to talk to about this, you can talk to any of our ag teachers, Jason Cantrell, Todd Dobson, Nick Cantrell, and Emily Fellowbaum. And if you have any more questions or anything, that you can go to our Facebook or Instagram, and it has the full flyer and everything that you might have questions about.
Well, you know, this is just something I know that happens every year, and I know it's huge, and I know a lot of work goes into it behind the scenes. So, and if I understand it right, I think it's a 10% seller fee and a 10% buyer fee.
I
That's
believe
how,
so. Don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure,
I
but
kind of think that is, and
Yeah.
that's how the fundraising goes.
Yeah.
So, it all goes back to the ag program.
Yeah.
So that's really, really
it goes
good.
all back to our FFA, and it helps tremendously for like all of our competitions and stuff. So so us as students don't have to pay out of pocket for stuff.
That's great. Okay, now speaking of competitions, tell me about the competitions you're in.
So I just got back from state on Saturday, and the category that I competed in was called Business Services Operations Research. So my project was a 9-page project where I chose a business in town. You might have heard of it. It's called Station 10 Empanadas. It's on Main Street. And I did sort of an analysis of their business strategy, and I looked at all of their business, everything that was going on, and I chose maybe like a weak spot that they had. What I chose was their marketing. I felt like they could market a little bit better, and I basically did a deep dive on strategies they could implement in order to increase their marketing and just sort of increase their profit as a business by doing so. So yeah.
Okay, and so tell me where that led to.
So when I went to state, I actually placed 6th in Georgia, and so now I'm moving on to ICDC, which is our international DECA competition.
That's really neat. So we were talking earlier about where it is. So you want to tell us about where you go for the international competition?
So this year it's held in Atlanta, but previous years they've had it in Los Angeles, and I know in a few more years they're going to have it in San Francisco and a bunch of places like that. So I'm actually really excited.
That's great. So now we're talking fundraising and things like that. So what kind of expense does this incur when you go to these different competitions?
So the expense, so I would say for state, the cost was about $200, but after fundraising and stuff like that, I actually didn't pay any money. For the money that I fundraise as part of the club, it actually got taken out of that, which is a huge help. That's why fundraising is so important, for students that maybe don't have just easy access to money like that. As a club, when we fundraise that type of money, like I said, I didn't have to pay anything out of pocket. So
yeah. That's great. So you want to go a little bit more in depth? I know you gave us part of the explanation, so tell us a little bit more about DECA.
Yeah, so, I was going to point out, we also did, for Christmas, one of our campaigns, we made cards for kids with cancer. And so we did all kinds of cards. We didn't just do Christmas, we did non-denominational, we did all religions. We even did some birthday cards, and we sent those to the hospital to be distributed. So that was a really it's always very rewarding. That was probably my favorite one. I know y'all love the bracelets, I love the cards. But DECA has so many competitions. It really focuses on, you can either, say you take a test and then they give you a role play. It's kind of like a case study where they say, assume you're a marketing manager and you've got to pitch this idea or this project, and then you have to think on your feet. They also have prepared projects like Ashlyn did. You did a role play, right, Ellijay? Yeah. And then there's also some where you can do individually. There's also team competitions. There's some that you can actually enter that go straight to nationals. So for kids who maybe can't travel to region and state, if they score or they do well enough, they can go straight to ICDC. There's different things we can do as a chapter to earn extra slots for ICDC. And essentially what that does is, say somebody like Ashlyn places and she gets to go compete against 49 other states, 20 other countries. We have extra slots, so now her cost is going to be cheaper too, because she gets to split her hotel room, and then she doesn't get stuck hanging out with me the whole time. So it's a very multi-level thing. There's something for everybody. I believe the areas, anything business, so marketing, accounting, finance, econ, it really, I feel like all my DECA officers, you would think all of them just want to major in marketing, but I've had pre-law, ag over here. He's also an FFA officer. My previous officers have been, social work, doctors, all kinds of things. These competitions really just help build confidence and networking, and honestly, it gives you something to talk about in interviews, because DECA is kind of like once you're in it, and so when it gets brought up in an interview, you'll always be surprised how many DECA alumni are out there.
Oh, I'm sure. So obviously you've got a lot of leadership skills. We're just going to go ahead and say you've got a lot of leadership skills. But tell me how this has helped you with your communication skills.
So it's really taught me how to network. Like, I know I'm a senior now, but when I was a freshman going into high school, I was terrified of things like public speaking, just talking to people in general was not my strong suit whatsoever. But joining clubs, like first we had FBLA, now we have DECA. Joining clubs like this, it's been really helpful. It's taught me how to talk to people. I probably as a freshman, I would have never volunteered my time to come here and speak on television. I would have never done that. But now, like, this club has taught me really just how to work with people, and it's really built my confidence up. So,
I mean, that's just, to me, that's a huge, huge benefit that you're getting.
Absolutely.
That, it's kind of unexpected, well, not unexpected, but just kind of a perk from this. So what do you think about your communication skills? Do you think it's helped you?
Tremendously. Like, almost exactly how she said it, but like, I did not want to talk to anyone. I did not want to do anything. Like, and then my friends really just pushed me, and I ended up in FBLA, now DECA. And like, as she said, like the role play earlier, like, I wouldn't have never done that. Like, I wouldn't want to step into some fiction world and talk about something I don't really know a lot about, but it really just kind of opens your eyes to like we've had a lot of interviews recently, and I think it's really helped like with that role play, like getting to understand like how to present yourself so other people will respect you better.
That's great. So here's my last question. Who designed the t-shirts, or who designed the logo here?
I did.
So
we actually did this as a fundraiser too, to help pay for some of the state costs. So we worked really hard to get a lower rate on the sweaters, and then we just made a few dollars per sweatshirt. But Ellijay also designed chapter t-shirts. We're not wearing them right now because it's still cold outside. But yeah, so they really do everything in the chapter. Like, they get to set it up and run it how they want and really put their stamp on it.
Well, it's very impressive. I mean, you two are very impressive.
Thank you.
And you as well, as all that you're covering here. So, DECA is something that a lot of people don't really know about or know really the workings of. And so I really appreciate y'all coming and giving everybody an insight. And, and it's just always, every show, I'm meeting so many impressive young people. And that's my favorite part of the show, is meeting all these young people. And just, I also want to say congratulations. Good luck at Georgia.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck on your competition.
Thank you.
Thank y'all for coming.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Yes. So we're going to take a break, and we're going to come back, and we've got the cheerleaders from Fanning. So stay with us.
Community Bank of Pickens County is a proud sponsor of High School Highlights on ETC. For the past 25 years, we've been honored to serve the residents of Pickens County and surrounding communities. Because we're locally owned, we're not just a part of your community. We are your community. Local banking with local people. It's what we do. Community Bank of Pickens County. Member FDIC.
If you or your business are looking for local advertising opportunities, we have sponsorships available for new programming coming soon on ETC3. Contact us at 706-697-5591.
Like us, you want to choose the best security company, not trusting your home monitoring and family's peace of mind to just anyone. ETC Security is trusted, locally owned and operated here in the North Georgia area. Our cutting-edge security and camera systems give peace of mind wherever you are, at a price we're proud to offer our friends and neighbors. You're ready for a better local security service. Give us a call or visit us online at etcsecurity.com.
All right, welcome back. Joining us now, we have Coach Brandy Harper and a couple of the Fanning cheerleaders, and I think you're going to be very impressed with them also. They've got a lot to share with us. So would you introduce who you brought with us?
Yeah, so I have Micaiah Watson and Kara Cook. They're my two basketball captains this year for our basketball season.
All right, great. So let's talk a little bit about, you've got 3 cheerleading squads.
Yes,
Yeah. So
yes.
Elaborate a little bit about what all you do differently.
We got a lot. So we have our football season, which focuses mainly on football, and our football girls also put on homecoming as well. So they have a huge part in school spirit, making sure that that happens and goes off without a bang. Competition we just started last year, and it really has grown, and it's grown a lot in the state of Georgia. We don't do the typical competition, we do game day. So it's like that sideline cheer over and over and over again. And then we have our basketball squad, which we're in right now, and we're supporting our boys, I think, on Wednesday. So.
All right, going to Rayburn County, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all right, great. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about how long you've been cheering.
So I've been cheering since middle school, but I danced like my whole life. And then 6th grade, I'd always want to be a cheerleader, so I was like, I guess I'll give it a try. So now I loved it, and so I've cheered ever since then.
And the dance, I'm sure, helped with the cheerleading.
Yeah.
Yes. So how
I've
long
been
have you-
cheering since 6th grade, football and basketball. My friend done cheer, and she was a big role model for me, so it really inspired me to do it.
Oh, good, good.
Yeah.
I love your shirts,
Thank
the
you.
pink. So, okay, so, you know, I always like to ask everybody, what kind of time commitment does this, take? Because I know sometimes people don't realize how much time you actually put in. So let's talk a little bit about that.
Well, I'd have to say it's a pretty big time commitment because our season, usually it starts in April. You practice like all summer, and you usually don't quit until March, I'd say. And then, so I'd say you put in a lot like each week, and then on top of that, I usually have like private lessons and stuff. So I'll go and I'll do like multiple private lessons a week, and so it ends up being a lot of time with all the practice and games.
Yeah. Well, how do you feel about your time commitment?
I feel like it takes a lot of time. It does. I don't take private lessons or anything, but just like the basics, like you have practice, you have games every week, you just have to always be ready for it.
So by what y'all are telling me, you really don't have time to do any other sport, right?
No.
So, okay, it's kind of a full-time commitment there, yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right, now, we were talking before we came on air about some honors that y'all have. So let's talk about that, because I can't wait to hear about all this. So either one of you that want to start, who wants to start? Okay.
I got to go to the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade in New York. So basically, like, how you get to do that is I auditioned in January, and then I heard back from them in February, and they were like, you got it. And usually it's like everybody across America can try out, and they picked like the best ones, and you go the week before Thanksgiving. And you get to go practice every single day for a whole week, but you also get to do fun things like watch Broadway shows and just like explore New York. So it's really fun.
That sounds great. All right, so I'm gonna ask you this. Did you have to pay out of pocket? Did they invite you and did they pay for your expenses, or how did that work?
You have to pay out of pocket, but like most of it is like the extra experiences. So like you have to like pay for like your hotel, but like you get like a lot more than just like cheering and stuff. So.
Okay, good. So, I mean, how many cheerleaders were accepted to do this across the country?
I think around 500 get to do it.
I mean, when you talk about 50 states at 500, that's really a great honor there. All right, now we've got another treat. Tell us about yours.
I got to travel to London, and I went to cheer camp over the summer, and I won the All-American, which is where you like try out with everyone, and then like a few can only like qualify. And it was a really nice experience. It was really, really pretty there. It was cold, but it was just a really great experience.
Well, let's talk a little bit about that. When you went to London, how many people were chosen?
I think there's like 100. There wasn't many that went to London because there's like other places they can go, but I think about 100 to like 150 girls were there.
So what did you do there? Did you do parade? Did you do?
Yeah, we cheered in the parade. They had us just lined up like behind a bunch of floats and just do like our dance that we had to learn for it.
So was the parade the only thing you did, or did you do some other exhibition kind of things?
Like with just like the cheer, we done the parade, but over the week we got to like travel and like see Big Ben and Winchester and all of that. It was really fun.
It sounds like a great experience.
Yeah.
So had you ever been out of the country before?
A little bit, not much.
So
I've been to like Mexico, but that's about it.
First trip to London?
Yeah. it was a great experience.
What time of year was that?
We went right after Christmas. It was the day after Christmas when we flew in.
Ooh, that would be a cold time to go.
Yeah, it was really cold.
So both of y'all had to do a little cold weather.
Yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
So, well, congratulations, because this is, I've never met anybody that's been in the parade as a cheerleader or gone to London. I mean, that is really something that I'm glad you are here to tell everybody about. So that's wonderful. So, I always like to talk about leadership because to me that's really important. And so obviously you two are leaders. So tell me about how you feel about being a leader in the school. Do you feel like that you have people that look up to you in the school?
I feel like for the most part, I try to like be like a good role model for like at least the younger cheerleaders, because I know whenever I started like freshman year, there wasn't like as much, because most of the seniors hung out with the seniors. And so like me personally, I like to try to incorporate like all the younger people and like lead them the best I can. So like whenever they get up, like they'll like continue the trend and they'll be good leaders themselves.
That's good.
I feel about the same way. Like freshman year, it was just groups and groups. So like we both kind of tried to like break out of the groups and like be leaders and just show that you can like be friends with like older classmen and stuff.
I think that's very, very good leaders doing that. So, we talk about leadership, and earlier I was talking about the DECA people about how do you feel that this helps you as far as communication skills that you will use later in life? Do you think that this has helped you as far as that goes?
I'd say it's definitely helped me, because like, especially like whenever like as a freshman, I used to be like terrified of like talking in front of people and everything. And like just Saturday, like I emceed a whole entire beauty pageant. I would never have thought I would do that because I hate talking in front of like crowds and stuff. But now I feel like I've got like much more comfortable like speaking in front of people. And so I think I'd have to blame cheer on that, because
give them the credit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel like it's going to help you in the future with your communication skills?
I definitely feel like it will. Like it's made me come out of my shell a lot. Now I can't speak at a beauty pageant like she can, but I can definitely now like talk to classmates and not have that anxiety, or like just like I can like speak more instead of hide in my shell.
That's very good. So, what about your future plans? I mean, what do you see? College, both of you going to college? Do you see cheer at college? Is this something you want to pursue in college?
I'm thinking about it. I think it really depends on what college I go to. But like, I know next year I'm doing the Macy's Day Parade again because it's the 100th anniversary this year, so I'll for sure do that. And I was also thinking like maybe like my freshman year, like focusing like solely on academics and then maybe like transitioning into cheer. So who knows what the future will hold.
That's right.
I'm not planning on doing cheer after high school. I am going to focus on college and get my degrees.
Well, good, and just enjoy the college life. Yeah. So what do y'all plan to do in your future as far as a career goes?
I'm gonna try to go into dermatology and open like my own practice in Blue Ridge.
I like that, yeah.
My goal right now is to do a criminal justice program and get my bachelor's degree and be a probation officer.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
That's very ambitious there. So talk to me a little bit about who inspired you to get, I know y'all mentioned a little bit, but who is the one person that inspires you in life to be a better person?
I would say for me it's like probably like my mom, because I know like through cheer, like she used to be like a really good cheerleader, and so like I think that like truly like encouraged me to do cheer. And then like also I think she's just like a great person in general. Like everything she does, like just look up to it.
Make sure she watches this.
Yeah.
So who inspires you to be a better person?
I think it was definitely like my friend Bree. Like she's been there since I was in the hospital when my mom gave birth to me, and like she's just been my biggest role model, my best friend, my number one. And whenever I seen her do cheer and I watched her love it, I would try to learn all the cheers and the dances with her when she'd practice, and it was just like, it was really like, it's a big opening for me, and I was like, I just wanted to be like her. She was my biggest role model.
Very good. Sounds like y'all got some good examples to follow. So talk to us a little bit about, you've got 3 squads. So obviously you've got a lot of time commitment.
Yes.
So I know you talked about football and you've got the competition, and then we've got basketball. So, you know, how do they overlap? Do you have cheerleaders overlapping? And just kind of talk a little bit about that.
So typically we have cheerleaders overlapping in every single portion. I mean, these girls do everything. And like Micaiah said, it's a year-long commitment. There is no breaks. If you're taking a break, then you're not part of the cheer squad, you know, like that's part of it. But the girls work really hard, especially August through even, I mean, we went into late November last year. They did homecoming, they did the floats, it was goodie bags for everybody, and that's not just during our, you know, regular class time or during the day. The girls would stay late and work on stuff. And especially this class of seniors, I'm losing like 7 seniors this year. And so they were the ones who would stay late, and they'd say, let's figure this stunt out, you know, let's figure this out, Coach Harper. And I'm like, okay, we'll be here as long as you need to be. Let's figure it out, you know. And then our football overlaps with competition. And then competition overlaps with basketball,
Yes.
pretty much within about 2 weeks. So, I mean, we are nonstop going. And, you know, it's adding new girls to the team as we can get them, and then, you know, losing some who do spring sports. And so we definitely have a consistently shifting world, but, you know, consistent time, you know, all the time, so.
I know, you know, the football the last several years have gone deep into the playoffs.
Yes.
Obviously, basketball goes deep into playoffs. So, you know, you have an extended season with those, and so I can see where the overlap, you know, really does kind of present some challenges. So, but what is one thing that you want to, as a legacy, what is one thing that you want to leave as your legacy to the future cheerleaders?
I would want to like leave just like being nice, because some like incorporating people, because like you had like the groups used to, and like that was like my main goal this year, is to like make sure the groups are broken up before I leave, and then like everybody is friends with everybody on the team, and so like it'll keep that going.
That's a very good legacy. What about you?
I think to like always keep that drive, because if you lose your drive to do something, then it just ruins it.
Yeah. Well, very impressive, and I just really appreciate it. And I want to say publicly, thank you for being so flexible, because we've had to work around weather and you've had to reschedule several times. And so I just want to say thank you for doing that, and for all that you do and how you represent Fannin County High School. So they're very lucky to have leaders like you. So thanks for coming tonight.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you. So we're going to take a break, and then we're going to come back and we're going to talk about highlights, what we've got coming up, a lot of things packed into this second half of the show. Stay with us.
Here at Parish Lowrie State Farm, we're about community, and we're happy to support high school highlights and all the amazing things our kids and our communities are doing these days.
Call State Farm agent Parrish, Lowrie, and Jasper today.
Community Bank of Pickens County is a proud sponsor of high school highlights on ETC. For the past 25 years, we've been honored to serve the residents of Pickens County and surrounding communities. Because we're locally owned, we're not just a part of your community. We are your community. Local banking with local people. It's what we do. Community Bank of Pickens County. Member FDIC.
Salon 84 would like to congratulate all the students doing great things. Go by and see Amy and her staff at Salon 84, West Church Street, Jasper.
Salon 84, Hair and Color Studio in Jasper.
Still driving on this? If you don't like the road you're on, let us pave you a new one. At Ben Hopkins Paving, we don't just fix asphalt. We build smooth, solid surfaces made to last. From driveways to parking lots, big jobs, small jobs, one standard done right. Locally owned, fully insured. No shortcuts, no excuses. If you don't like the road you're on, let us pave you a new one. Visit benhopkinspaving.com for your free estimate today.
All right, welcome back. So our feature this week, we have Carson Parris from Copper Basin High School, and I think you're going to be impressed with him, because he is doing a lot of things that that a lot of people don't get to do. So I'm going to let him tell you all about it, and I also want to say congratulations to Carson. All right, good evening. Here with Carson Parris, who from Copper Basin High School. He's a junior, and he's got some really special things to tell us about. So, Carson, I just want to start off by you telling us what talent you have and what you're doing.
So, I've sang my entire life. I've been connected with music. All my family members have done music, and the Lord gave me a gift to sing. I feel like it's something that I'm very connected with. And like I said, I started singing at a young age, but I had the opportunity recently to record a song. It was a Christmas present that I got from my mom. And it was a blessing that I received in order to pursue this career in singing. Hopefully that it goes well. And I'm just super excited for what the Lord has in store for me, for sure.
Great. So talk a little bit about what kind of music you like to sing. What kind of music are you going to be recording on this?
Yeah, so I really do mainly Christian music, gospel music. I do sing country here and there, and I like to mix between gospel and country. But I had my call to ministry when I was 16, and I preached for a little while, but I figured that the direction God wanted me to go in was music, because I was very big on, I wanted to do music because the Lord wanted me to, not because I wanted to. I wanted this to be a thing that He controls, He leads. And, I just want to mainly focus my singing career on music, because I feel like that's my ministry that He's called me into.
That's very mature of you, and that's really a testament to you to be so at a young age to realize this. So, all right. So I understand that you auditioned for America's Got Talent.
American Idol, and it's that didn't go as we planned. I'm working on the Lord's time and not mine, so whatever His will is what I'm going to follow. Yeah, I went down to Nashville during CMA Fest and auditioned for that. We did not hear back. We did hear back, but not in the way that we wanted to. But I did audition for The Voice, so hopefully we will hear back from that. I'm super excited for whatever that is. And, if I don't make it through, I won't be upset about it, because this is not my path. This is the Lord's path. And, I plan on doing this for my career, but if not, then I'll just follow where the Lord has me go.
I love the attitude that you have, that you really want to do something, but, that you're going to take it in stride if it doesn't work out. So what is a timetable that you feel like you're going to hear back from The Voice?
Hopefully in around a month or two, I think, is when they're going to start saying stuff to people. until then, we're just planning on recording more songs and just trying to grow me socially, on all social media, TikTok and whatnot, and then singing around in my community. I'm actually going to go singing at some churches. I got some people contact me. They want me to sing above Knoxville and stuff at some churches, so I'm really excited for that and what the Lord has in store with that, because that's my plan. A lot of people think that I want to be on a stage singing, but I would rather just travel from churches to churches and, being around God's people and just praising Him. So that's my main goal.
Well, that's great, and it's great that you're expanding your area, that you're not just right here in this area here. So I understand that you are releasing a single. So you want to talk to us about that?
Yeah, so that was my Christmas present. I've been writing songs since I was about 13. And the second song that I wrote, this was the second song I wrote, and it's called In Good Company. And this was the one that my mom sent to the Jordan Family Band, which is Basement Music and Productions. Now that's who's working with us to record and produce my music. I heard back from them on Christmas Day, and I figured out that I was going to be going down to their production studio to be able to record and sing my song. So In Good Company is released on all music platforms. You can find us on iTunes, Spotify, Treble, just a bunch of different places. And then we have more singles coming up. We have one called A Prodigal Returned, which we plan on recording very soon. And then we're going to release one or two more, hopefully, coming up. I don't want to say the names of them yet because we're kind of holding back, having some suspense to it. But, yeah, we want to drop an EP hopefully soon.
Great. If somebody's trying to look for it, is it going to be under your name, or is there like a band name? How would they find that?
Yeah, so basically it's just Carson Parish Music, which is what I'm labeled under all my social medias. TikTok is Carson Parish Music and Facebook. But, yeah, all you got to do is type in the name of the song and then Carson Parish Music.
Oh, that's great. Congratulations.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, so, you said you want to do this as a career. Are you going to go to college to study music, or how do you see yourself on that career path?
Yeah, so I really want to do this for a career, and I haven't really thought about going to college for it. But if this doesn't work out the way I want it to, I was thinking about going to the University of North Georgia in Dahlonega and joining the Corps of Cadets program there. I want to join the military. So if music doesn't work out, that is my backup plan. But, either way, whatever the Lord has in store for me, I'm ready for it.
I tell you, you're a very impressive young man, and, going into the military is very good, doing the music, and so one or the other is going to work out for you, and maybe both. But I just want to congratulate you on what all you've got going on as a junior in high school, and I really love the your forethought, and that I can tell just by talking to you that you've got a lot of thought into this, and you're really kind of doing it the right way. And so congratulations and good luck, and we will be following you, and hopefully when you have got some more singles released, we'll bring you back as a follow-up and maybe even have you come sing for us. How about that?
Sounds amazing. Thank you so much. And I just want to say thank you to everybody, that's watching. I've had a lot of support and love from the community. That has just been a huge blessing to me, but I just want to thank the Lord most of all for the opportunity He's gave me to be able to do the thing that I love. So,
thank you so much and good luck. All right, I want to thank Carson for taking time to talk to us. Not only does he do the singing, he's also a starter on the basketball team. We caught up with him at the gym because he is just really kind of a busy young man, so congratulations to him. All right, our next interview is another impressive young man, but he is on the other side of doing things. It's Coach Jordan Shaw. He has been a head coach for 2 years. He has 2 region championships, 2 trips to the Elite Eight, and not many people get to start their career like that. So he is also very impressive. So let's hear from Jordan.
We have an elite head coach joining us now, notching his 2nd trip in a row to the Elite Eight. Jordan Shaw with us, and Caleb Frady, take it away.
Got Coach Shaw here post-game, Elite Eight bound. What a game, back and forth. Obviously these two programs very familiar with each other. Kind of back and forth there in that second half, but a big first half. Or you guys kind of walk me through the game.
Yeah, I mean, we obviously got off to a great start. Shots were falling, but most importantly, we held them to 13 points defensively. We eliminated their transition. They're a team that plays really, really fast, so we were trying to eliminate just the easy bucket, something we didn't do either time the first 2 games. They kind of just set us up to play from ahead. Yeah. So.
Your senior, obviously, Ellison Steinhauer, 30 points tonight. Obviously, it rides on her shoulders, but we were talking here after the game, when you can get 10 out of Tanya Rivera and you can hit those big threes to kind of swing the momentum back, that's a hard combination to beat.
Yeah, and it was Tanya tonight, but it's been multiple people all year. That's what's been the good part of our team is we've had other kids step up, just depending on the game, and they've just they've stayed ready. You never know when it's your time to shine. Really, defensively tonight, number 12 for us, she was the 9th best player, and that really threw them off the first half. So, I mean, it was shot making from Tanya tonight, but everybody was playing their roles.
I think glad to have this game at home to the crowd. It really felt like kind of pulled through there in that second half when things kind of got tight. They were there to really give a momentum push.
Yeah, it's hard to beat this crowd, this community. The support is second to none. You're so appreciative. We talk about it all the time, just enjoying the moment because you don't know how many of these you're going to get. We've had a lot of these lately, but we've been trying to preach to them, just you got to embrace it and just appreciate it so much. It's hard to beat the way this place fills up.
Each one you win gets a little bit bigger and a little bit tougher. Now you're going to head down to Savannah to take on a Jenkins team. Knocked you guys out of the postseason last year. Early thoughts on that?
We're excited. It's a rematch, so we want to go down there and fight for some payback. And they're a great team. I think they returned everybody from last year's team, and they added one more. But our kids aren't scared. They're going to go play hard, and they'll put it all on the line, and we'll see what happens.
What keeps you up more at night, postseason basketball or a newborn?
Both, yeah. But luckily, my wife's been an all-star, and she's shouldering the load right now at home. But we're just happy to have her, honestly. So I appreciate all of it.
Yeah. Well, congratulations, Coach. Hard-fought win, and good luck in the next one.
Thank you, sir.
So there it is, head coach Jordan Shaw, and.
All right, thank you to Coach Jordan Shaw for joining us for that. And also thanks to Caleb Frady for doing the interview. And as always, interviews are brought to you by the Nicole McArthur Law Firm in Jasper. So we want to thank her for sponsoring all these. So we're going to take one more break, and then we're going to come back with lots of highlights and let you see what all we've been doing outside of the show.
Here at Alfa Insurance, Jason Nunn Agency, we would like to commend you students for all your hard work and achievements. Come see us here in Ellijay and check out our great rates for young drivers.
Community Bank of Pickens County is a proud sponsor of High School Highlights on ETC. For the past 25 years, we've been honored to serve the residents of Pickens County and surrounding communities. Because we're locally owned, we're not just a part of your community. We are your community. Local banking with local people. It's what we do. Community Bank of Pickens County. Member FDIC.
Looking to buy or sell your property? Contact Patsy Carver, powered by REMAX Town & Country. The Patsy Carver team in Jasper. Trusted, proven, local.
Thanks for staying with us. Okay, like I said last week, we did ball games every single day. A lot going on, so we've got some highlights to show you where we've been and what we've done. Except for baseball, that was all state tournament action that you saw. And so we've got so many successful teams around. I want to show you some pictures of some of our region champions and region runner-ups. We're going to start with Carver Basin was the first one. Carver Basin boys, they were the district runner-up. They got to host the game there. The Carver Basin girls were the district champions. You've got, there's a picture of the Carver Basin girls. You go to Fanning, both boys and girls were region runner-up. Then Pickens girls won the region, and Pickens boys were region runner-up. So we've got a lot of success going on in basketball, and we're really honored to be able to cover all these games because they ranked high enough that they were able to host these games. So I want to talk to you about what's going on this week. So tonight, Copper Basin is playing in the state semifinals. They play Sale Creek. They're playing at South Pittsburgh High School, and we want to wish them good luck because, like I said, state semifinals. If they win tonight, they play for a state championship on Saturday. So we really hope that they're going to be playing on Saturday, and we can come back and report good news. Pickens girls, they have gone to Savannah today. They play Jenkins High School tomorrow at 5:30, and then we have the Fannin boys who travel to Rayburn County on Wednesday, and they play at 6 o'clock. So all three of the teams that are still in it have to travel, so we won't be able to cover those, but we are wishing them good luck and hoping that everything goes well for them. So we're going to take one more break, and we're going to come back and we're going to talk about all region teams and have some pictures for you. Stay with us.
Community Bank of Pickens County is a proud sponsor of High School Highlights on ETC. For the past 25 years, we've been honored to serve the residents of Pickens County and surrounding communities. Because we're locally owned, we're not just a part of your community. We are your community. Local banking with local people. It's what we do. Community Bank of Pickens County. Member FDIC.
Nicole McArthur Law Firm in Jasper, your hometown lawyer specializing in criminal defense, DUI, accident, and injury. Need a lawyer? Call Nicole McArthur.
ETC is connected to our community. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events. Connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources, and connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections and fast, reliable internet. Visit etcnow.com today.
Hello, my name is Chris Wang, and I am the agency owner of Chris Wang State Farm. We are a proud sponsor of today's program. We would love to invite you to become one of our customers, and please call us at 706-276-1300.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
All right, welcome back. So we've got some honors to share with you, and Copper Basin girls are on this historic run. Like I said, they're in the state semifinals today. And we've got 2 ladies that have been nominated for the Class A Miss Basketball for the state of Tennessee. You see Alexis Hyatt, see some different stats on her. This is a really strong senior class, and she is a senior. So congratulations to her on being nominated for the Class A Miss Basketball. We have Cora Kimsey, who also has been nominated for the Tennessee Class A Miss Basketball, and you can see her stats there also. So these are 2 really good young ladies that have contributed to Copper Basin for 4 years. We've got to watch them, and we really are hoping and pulling for them tonight. So congratulations to Alexis and Cora. So you see the Fannin boys there. They were all region team. So we've got Colton Kaler was Player of the Year. Keaton Watkins was first team all region. Brody Henson was second team. Matthew Ponton was second team all region. And Hudson York was honorable mention. So 5 of the players, all 5 starters honored there for their play as all region. On the girls, we had Coach Ryan Chastain as Coach of the Year for the region. Reese Lewis was Player of the Year. Easy Jabley, first team. Maggie Ledford, first team. A.V. Etherington, first team. And then Albany Cole was honorable mention. Once again, all 5 players on the all-region team. So congratulations to them. Very proud of the Fannin County basketball program. Now we move to Pickens. And you got McCord Purdy, who was Player of the Year for the region, Region 6. And also we have DJ Mitchell, who was all region. So congratulations to these members of Pickens boys basketball. Brody Bryant was honorable mention. Congratulations to them. They had a great season once again, and they played in the Sweet 16. For the girls, Ellison Steinhauer, Player of the Year for the region. Congratulations to her. She has set some records. Reagan Luddington was first team all region. And then we have a couple of others here. We've got Tanya Rivera was honorable mention. Congratulations. And we have Darby Stanley, also honorable mention. So 4 out of the 5 starters there. Congratulations to those young ladies at Pickens. If you notice, we had Region Player of the Year for the Fannin boys, Region Player of the Year for the Fannin girls, Region Player of the Year for Pickens boys, and Region Player of the Year for the Pickens girls. So quite big honors there for those Region Player of the Years and all those that were on the team. Now, we didn't have any pictures, but Gilmer had also some all-region players. Jay Sanderson, first team. Paula Robertson, second team. McKenna Taylor, second team. And Bree Burnett, second team. On the boys' side, Preston McVeigh was first team all-region. Keegan Bryant was second team all-region. So congratulations to all of these athletes, basketball athletes that did so well this year. It's no wonder that we've still got teams playing and that they all had such successful seasons. So these all-region teams, we got to watch them all year and just and follow along. And some of these people are seniors, and we've watched them for 4 years. And I really enjoy getting to do that because you get to watch them grow and turn into these great players and great leaders that represent our schools and represent them very well. So a lot going on tonight, and then we also have a lot going on next week. And thanks for joining us tonight. We are proud of all of these kids and what they're doing in our communities. Tonight, I think you saw some kids that do a lot for the community. So join us next week. We've got more things going on. I think you'll be impressed again next week. So I'm Donna Ennis. Have a great week.